Hello, I'm Daniela. If you have lots of washi tape around, and you love to make junk journals and various scrapbook materials, well, I've got a fun little project for you. I tend to be a washi tape collector, so I'm always looking for fun ways to use it. In today's project, I use just paper or cardstock, washi tape, and rubber stamps. So let me show you what I've come up with. So here's a great way to make tags using supplies you already have. I use washi tape, cardstock, and rubber stamps. And I have all these different versions of little tags to use in my junk journals. You can distress them further if you like, but I just like the way they have this unexpected shape. It's not a traditional tag shape. And then it has little words. They can be inspirational, they can be descriptive, they can be names. There's just so many variations and places you could go with this. So to make them, they're quite simple. I find the washi tape and the words that I want to use. Now you can handwrite the words if you don't have stamps. I like to keep an assortment of alphabet stamps on hand, and I can create my own words from it. I'll use this stamp today. I also have a few sets of stamps like this where there are words together. And sometimes those words are too long for my tags, like this magic moments area. So I'll just stamp them individually, the words, or just use one of the words. It's kind of a fun way to get a lot of use out of your stamps. So to start with, I need to have my papers. You can make them any size you want. I find that 5 inches long works really well for me. And then I either have them in 1 inch, 1¼ inch, or 1½ inch depth. But of course, if you have more that you want to say in your tag, alter the tag accordingly. I'm also working on a silicone mat because this way when I use the washi tape, I don't have to worry about it sticking on my work surface. I can either use one strip of washi tape or multiple strips, and I can also just double up the strips. Here I have 3 different strips of washi tape. I'm taking advantage of the fact that it's a tape and very rectangular, and I kind of like that look. And then I punch a hole in the top, right where the washi tape is. So for this tag, I'll start with this 1 inch one. I just chose some coordinating washi tape. This one seems to be mermaids on a violet background. And then I found this tape as well. So I just pull off a big piece, and because it's a repeating pattern, I can decide how I want it to go. And I just press it down like that. I'll take my scissors and just cut a little bit off. And that way when I flip it over, I can just press it down onto the tag. It doesn't have to be perfect on the back. You want just to be perfect on the front. Let's see how that looks. And here I'll just take the next roll. Sometimes the hardest part is finding where it starts, and repeat that process. And I can decide which portion of the tape I want to go down right next to that first piece. And again, I just go through that same process, cutting the tape to size and then burnishing it down. And I can stop whenever I'm happy with it. So I'll do the same on these 2 tags, speeding it along and just talking you through it. For this tag, I think I'm just going to double or maybe even triple up this washi. It's a very pretty tape. It's pink with gold accents. I love using washi tape because it comes in so many beautiful patterns, and I find myself more of a collector of it than an actual user of washi tape. So this is a great way for me to use some of my stash. So here I have my tags, and now I have my stamps. This is just a stamp that says time, so I'll ink it up and just press it in. And now I have all this room. I can clip it, I can add more washi tape, just something to think about, all the variations to come up with. This stamp will say smile, and it was the individual letters that I just put together to create a word. And then lastly, I have this that says magic moments, but I just want to use the word moments. So to do that, I'll just ink up the portion of the stamp that I want to use. I can see the moments clearly now. And I have my words. Now, if I was going to use these right away, I would trim down the time here, the excess paper on it. But for now, I'm going to leave it because I'm making a stash to use in my journals. The final stage is just to get out my hole punch and punch a hole. I can either add a grommet if I want, or I can just add ribbon. I like the way there's that little hole there because I can also string a little charm on the end. And then I have these very simple little tags that I can use in my journals. I really like the size of these and how easy they are to alter. And while I'm doing them, I always leave a few blank because I'm not really sure if any of these words will pertain to me, and I can just add it this way. I'll keep these in my stash, and then I have some tools that are mostly ready to go. So that's how I make the washi tape tags for my journal. I love using that beautiful washi tape. It's a very rewarding feeling. The washi comes in so many gorgeous patterns and colors. Oh, so many things you can do with it. And by stamping words or sentiments that are meaningful to you, you can really unite a piece in a journal. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. And thank you for joining me today.